The Simpsons season 36 sets up Homer's true Springfield Heir. The following contains spoilers for The Simpsons season 36 episode 14. P.S. I Hate You. Now streaming on Hulu, The Simpsons season 36 paired Homer up with an unexpected character who could be the unlikely heir to his role in Springfield. As arguably the most focused on character in The Simpsons, Homer has interacted with most of Springfield's extended cast of supporting characters. However, there are some that he's only ever had a few passing moments with, in contrast to his more extended interactions with his family members or peers at the nuclear power plant. This is especially true with the younger characters of Springfield, whom Homer doesn't usually have a lot of reason to interact with on a regular basis. However, he actually has a pretty great foil amid the orbit of characters usually reserved for Bart and Lisa. Season 36's P.S. I Hate You highlights how similar Homer is to one of The Simpsons' minor characters, which could be an ideal way to play with the character going forward. The Simpsons season 36 has a lot of fun pitting Homer up against Jimbo Jones in P.S. I Love You, with their common elements making them surprisingly good counters to one another. P.S. I Hate You is largely focused on Shauna Chalmers stealing a collection of angry letters Marge has written over the years to the various citizens of Springfield. Homer and Jimbo are largely in supporting roles, working to help Marge and Shauna respectively. Homer and Jimbo even get into a brief fight before making up and hugging over a shared laugh at the emotional climax. While Marge and Shauna get the central focus in the episode, Homer and Jimbo end up being fun side characters in the storyline. Jimbo is the one who gives Shauna the idea, takes part in an extended chase scene, and faces off with Homer. These moments bring a good string of levity to the episode, especially with their dim-witted but quietly incisive comments getting some of the episode's biggest laughs. It also emphasizes an unexpected element of Jimbo's growth and revelations about Homer's backstory, highlighting how the two actually have a lot in common. While the specifics of Homer's backstory have changed as a result of The Simpsons' sliding timescale, the character's younger years typically match the dim-witted bully Jimbo. Flashbacks have shown Homer having a similar dismissal of high school norms and rules to Jimbo, as well as a habit of picking on students like Waylon Smithers. Both of them are deeply committed to their love interests, with Homer and Marge's teen romance finding a modern parallel in Jimbo and Shauna. Jimbo's infrequently mentioned bond to his mother reflects Homer's loss of his own. Their willingness to help sets up most of the episode's big action moments, and they bond over a shared love of dumb humor. Even beyond those connections, there are other consistent similarities between Homer and Jimbo. The show has made plenty of gags about Jimbo going prematurely bald, giving him a shared physical trait with Homer. Jimbo shares an admission that he finds Marge attractive by complimenting her appearance, but he stays firmly committed to helping Shauna. Just as Marge and Shauna find a real connection in the episode, so do Homer and Jimbo. Making Jimbo more like Homer in terms of temperament and behavior could be a good direction for The Simpsons to take the character going forward. It would give him a bit more of distinct personality from his fellow bullies, Dolph and Kearney. It would give him a more comedic interplay with Bart, especially if the prankster took his lessons from dealing with one over to confronting the other. Jimbo being more like Homer could also benefit any Shauna storylines by keeping them together and with a similar rapport to what Homer and Marge discovered when they were that age. Jimbo's unexpected contrast to Homer in The Simpsons could turn out to be a natural way to evolve the character. It would also be fitting to play the character slightly differently, given that The Simpsons just recast Jimbo following the retirement of Pamela Hayden. Mo Collins could have the liberty to play Jimbo a bit bigger and more boisterous. It could even generate more sweet connections between Homer and the younger characters in Springfield, similar to his connection with Ralph in O Simon All Ye Faithful. Jimbo's unexpected contrast to Homer in The Simpsons could turn out to be a natural way to evolve the character.